And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't they're thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, here he is, the epitome of athleticism and speed. That is Gareth Bale.
Yeah, simply one of the best left-sided attackers of his generation, Peter, with all the tools to improve any team. And then all that flair.
Yeah, it seems an age ago now, doesn't it, that he started his career down on the south coast as a left-back, of course.
Yeah, and when you think about left-back, usually poor attackers end up there, but he went on to do great things at the other end.
Barcelona have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
And we're underway. Camavinga. Pull it. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And here's Rijkaard. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Bale.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. And the counter is on. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That is a brilliant interception.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Valverde, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get onto this? Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's there to get it away. And here comes the corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. That'll be a throw. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. He's got the shot away! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Rodri, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Camavinga. Valverde, he's chosen to go back. Messi gets a good foot in there. Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Foden. And here's Mbappe. It's run loose here. Terrific header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Camavinga. And it's Messi. Now it's Mbappe.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Camavinga is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning. And it's hoisted clear. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Mbappe. Kimmich. Now it's Valverde. And here's Foden. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Bale, Rijkaard, can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Danger averted for now. Bale. And he's in on goal. Tries a shot! He rises! And he has kept it out somehow.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Header! He will be livid with himself. Messi. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Nouri. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. He's found a way through. Valverde. Nouri. It's Camavinga. Well-timed, excellent interception. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Pullet is in a really good position out wide. Kimmich. Nouri. Foden. Nouri.
Un minuto de descuento.
For Valverde. Camavinga. And that interception. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. Here we go again then. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Throw in. Maldini tries to clear. Messi. Now it's Messi. Great challenge, time to perfection. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Camavinga. Nouri. Skims one in. He's there to get rid.
Barcelona making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Valverde. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. There they go, hunting in packs. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Messi. Pull it. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Camavinga. And it's Messi.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Rijkaard. He shifted it to the flank.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Camavinga. Kimmich.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Van Dijk. It's Kimmich. Camavinga. And Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Just about up to 75 minutes. Spread neatly. There's the shot! That is decidedly lacking. Camavinga.
Barcelona merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Now it's Hullet. Bale. Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, great play! And it's lofted through here. Has a goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Hullet definitely has to be guilty as charged after that. He has nowhere to hide. All he can do is suck it up. I've been there.
Now it's Foden.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
He's gone forward. Just 5 minutes left.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Now, what about a counter-attack? Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Valverde. Van Dijk. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time. So our quest to find the winner continues. Van Dijk. And Akanji. Kimmich. Oh, and he's through the middle. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Hullet. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Messi! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Kimmich, Alexander-Arnold, now it's Messi. Now there's a fine ball. Alexander-Arnold, and it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Only partially clear. Camavinga. And that was very necessary. Alexander-Arnold.
Messi really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Nedved.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hullet. Nedved. Messi. We've reached the midway point in extra time. But it is starting to feel as though there is an inevitability about penalties here. You'd like to think that both teams still want to win it in the final 15 minutes. The question is, can the players go that far? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? 15 minutes to find a winner, or else penalties. And it's Messi. Valverde. Now it's Messi. And he welcomes it in. Oh, sweet feet. Van Dijk gets it away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Has a look and plays it forward. And that has been knocked clear.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Foden. Camavinga. Mbappe. And it's Messi. Bullet! Oh, yes, it's there! Save the best for last!
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
En el minuto 27 de la prórroga, el dorsal 15.
So the first goal of the game. Nouri. Valverde. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Messi, there he goes, motoring forward.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on. Yeah, it's safe to say.
And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona bow out, defeat sealing their fate. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Barcelona really looked like they were just second to everything, disjointed even. Yeah, it was a high-intensity game, and that may have gotten to some of the players, but even so, it was just disappointing on a lot of levels.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Que obedezcan en todo momento las indicaciones de nuestro personal de seguridad.